Hello, and a big welcome from the ABLE National Resource Center, or ABLE NRC for short. You are tuned in to learn more about achieving a better life experience with an ABLE account. The ABLE account basics information was prepared in January of 2025, and the information is subject to change. The ABLE National Resource Center provides all the ABLE information you need in one place. ABLE NRC shares reliable, objective information about ABLE plans, including plan comparisons, best practices, and strategies to increase savings for now and into the future. Our mission is to educate, promote, and support the positive impact that ABLE can make on the lives of millions of Americans with disabilities and their families. ABLE NRC is owned and managed by the National Disability Institute, and we were established in 2015 after the ABLE Act was signed into law to help build awareness around ABLE. Over the past 10 years, we've curated a large collection of educational materials for you to access and to learn more about ABLE. ABLE account basics and the use of this presentation. This presentation is intended for use by professionals, advocacy groups, service providers, educators, and others to share with your respective networks. It can also be used as a resource for self-study. Thank you in advance for learning more and helping to spread the word about the positive impact that ABLE accounts can make. The purpose of this slide deck is to provide introductory information about ABLE savings and investment accounts. It will highlight the benefits of ABLE accounts and will provide key resources to access for additional ABLE-related information. We encourage you to visit the ABLE NRC website at ablenrc.org to learn more about federal guidance, explore our plan comparison tools, access direct links to open up an ABLE account, listen to podcasts, watch webinars, look at our decision guides, and look at an array of financial wellness resources that are available to you on demand 24/7 and are free to access. So let's get started. ABLE is a tool to obtain financial stability. The Achieving a Better Life Experience, or ABLE Act, allows millions of people with disabilities the chance to save and invest money without paying taxes on investment earnings. Account owners who receive needs-based benefits can save more than the savings limit. Usually this is around $2,000 for an individual, and still get the benefits if they need them now or into the future. ABLE savings can be spent on things that help the person stay healthy, independent, and have a good life. This also includes basic needs like food and housing. Anyone can deposit money in the ABLE account, and the 2025 annual contribution limit is $19,000 a year. And in 2025, employed account owners may be eligible to contribute more. These amounts, the $19,000 annual contribution limit, is subject to change each year. So why save in an ABLE account? Up to $100,000 in savings is disregarded as a resource and will not affect supplemental security income. So I will repeat this because this is where ABLE can be a game changer. For someone who is receiving SSI, there's usually a means-tested eligibility for that program, which is $2,000 for an individual. An ABLE account owner can save up to $100,000 in their ABLE account without their eligibility for SSI being impacted. And then if you're not on SSI, but you receive other types of federal benefits, and there's a list on the screen. It could be federal student aid, HUD housing, food assistance programs, Social Security disability insurance, Medicare, or Medicaid. Any amount of ABLE savings up to that plan's limit, which is currently between 235,000 to 596,000, depending on the plan. It will not affect your eligibility for these programs that are listed on the slide. So, other reasons to save in an ABLE account is that there are tax advantages to ABLE savings. Many ABLE plans have a variety of investment options for the ABLE account, and ABLE investment growth is tax-free. Direct contributions into an ABLE account from family, friends, a special needs or pooled trust, or a 529 college savings plan rollover do not count as income by federally funded means-tested benefit programs, unlike many other types of savings or investment accounts. For examples, withdrawals from a 403B or 401k may be considered countable income for means-tested benefits like SSI or Medicaid. So also why save in an ABLE account? There are extra costs associated with living with a disability. Households with a working age adult require, on average, 29% more income a year to obtain the same standard of living as a comparable household without a member with a disability. And an ABLE account, the savings in your ABLE account can help cover many of these extra costs. So who is currently eligible to have an ABLE account? There are two factors to consider for ABLE eligibility. One is age of onset of disability, which is currently before the age of 26. And this is changing in January of 2026 to onset before the age of 46. A person who has a disability that began before the age of 26 must meet the severity of disability. And this means that it results in severe functional limitations. A person who has received SSI or SSDI for a disability that began before the age of 26 automatically is eligible. And if you did not receive SSI or SSDI, a physician can sign a disability certification form that would verify that you do have a disability that results in severe functional limitations. A person who is blind, a person who has their disability that is expected to last or has lasted 12 months. That's also part of the definition of severe functional limitations. And SSA also has a compassionate allowance list of conditions that qualify for ABLE. And a person can open an ABLE account at any age. So I mentioned that there is expanded ABLE eligibility that will go into effect on January 1st of 2026. This is a result of the ABLE Age Adjustment Act. And what it will mean is that an additional 6 million Americans will be eligible for ABLE. So the eligibility factors on the previous slide remain the same, but the age of disability onset is changing or expanding to include those who have a disability that began before the age of 46 instead of 26. So now is a great time in 2025 to talk with your physician and get a signed statement, and you could use the sample disability certification form that we have at ABLE NRC to begin preparing for opening your ABLE account in January 2026. I also want to mention the landscape of the state ABLE programs. Currently, there are 46 state ABLE programs plus Washington, D.C., and there are a total of 49 different plans from which to choose. And if you are ABLE eligible, you can open one ABLE account, and many plans do accept out-of-state residents. We also have ABLE program comparison tools and an interactive state map available on our website that will help you pick the plan that is best for you. And we encourage you to check back often because this information is subject to change. Idaho has pending legislation, and Wisconsin also has legislation in process related to the status of their ABLE plans. And the comparison tools will compare a variety of different features of ABLE plans, and it could be fees and features that might be offered, such as a debit card. There's lots of different things that you could look at to compare, including investment options and what the state limit is for your ABLE funds, like how much you can save in total, what your total balance could be. So how do you open and manage an ABLE account? Most ABLE accounts are opened online, and you can contact your specific ABLE plan for alternatives if needed. And the account owner is always the person with a severe disability. And once the account is open, that person can choose to allow others access to various levels of information about the account and/or to take specified actions on the account, including opening or establishing an ABLE account. Let's talk about contributions into an ABLE account. As mentioned earlier, in 2025, a total of $19,000 from all sources can be contributed into an ABLE account. And contributions can be received from friends, family, special needs, or a pooled trust. It could be from a 529 qualified tuition plan rollover, or from your employer, or from you, and you can deposit your employment earnings. In 2025, there are also additional contributions that may be available for an ABLE account owner who works and who does not have deposits made to an employer-sponsored retirement plan within that calendar year. If this is the case, working account owners may be able to contribute up to an additional $15,060 or equal to their employment earnings. It is whichever is less into their ABLE account. And this amount is higher for residents of Alaska and Hawaii. So when is a good time to open an ABLE account? Now. It is never too early nor too late to get started on your path to ABLE. You do not need to know all things about ABLE to get started, and state plans have a minimal initial contribution requirement to open an account. A majority of the plans are around $25. You can open an account online at any time of day or any day of the week. And if you're unsure about investing, you can always open an ABLE account and choose the checking or savings option. You do not have to select an investment option to get started. Now I want to talk to you briefly about qualified disability expenses. How do you use your ABLE account funds? Qualified disability expenses, or QDEs for short, there are broad categories of expenses that qualify as QDEs. Education, basic living expenses that also include food and shelter. Housing, including utilities and rent, home modifications, mortgage, property taxes, could be transportation, employment training and support, where self-employment is also included in that category. Assistive technology, personal support services, healthcare expenses, wellness, prevention, legal fees, funeral and burial expenses. They are really broad categories for ABLE account owners to determine. And again, it's to improve their health, independence, and quality of life. QDEs can be very flexible. So a QDE must benefit the account owner, but it does not have to be exclusively used by the ABLE account owner. And I'll list a couple of examples. A parent may use their child's ABLE account to purchase a vehicle that the child, as well as other family members, will be transported in. Or another example is that a parent may use their child's ABLE account to purchase a home that the child will be raised in. Now, these two examples do raise other concerns when the minor child reaches the age of majority. So in these situations, you may want to consult a legal expert or your state protection and advocacy representative. Also related to QDEs, the expense does not have to be disability related. So an example of this is that ABLE funds could be used to purchase a vehicle. That vehicle does not have to be an accessible vehicle or have any special adaptations because of the disability. We do have a best practice tip for ABLE funds and deposits. We suggest that you deposit your benefits and earned income into a regular or traditional checking account and pay for your monthly expenses that you have for housing and food out of that checking account. Then deposit your extra or unused funds into the ABLE account at the end of each month. ABLE NRC has a variety of different resources. One is our ABLE ambassadors, and we have on our site where you can learn from others. And the ABLE NRC ambassadors are ABLE account owners and family members who share their success stories and encourage others to open and maximize the benefits of an ABLE account. The next screen shows our website homepage. Again, it's located at ablenrc.org. On our website, you will find a variety of different resources, including frequently asked questions, decision guides, comparison tools, meeting our ambassadors, podcasts, webinars, newsletters. We have decision guides, and to the right of the screen, there are a variety of different ABLE decision guides determining if you're ABLE eligible, how to manage an ABLE account, are you ready and able to work and save. There's quite a variety of different decision guides to access. We also have toolkits. There's an employer toolkit. We have some home ownership and home inheritance guides, a service provider toolkit, youth transition toolkit, ABLE NRC media kit, and coming soon, we will be creating a veterans toolkit. Other NDI resources that may be of interest to you include the American Dream Employment Network, which is an employment network that works with Social Security Administration for the Ticket to Work program. We also have a financial resilience center and a small business hub for business owners with disabilities. So we encourage you to help spread the word about ABLE. Please share information about ABLE accounts with your friends, family, and community groups. Subscribe to receive our Achievable newsletter and other important ABLE-related updates. We encourage you to connect with us on social media. We are on LinkedIn, Threads, Instagram, and Facebook at the ABLE NRC. Participate in ABLE National Resource Center webinars to stay informed, and visit our website, check out our resources, and stay informed about ABLE. I want to thank you so much for your time and attention today. Have a good day.